Today, we're going to discuss the power of Eriez Xtreme metal detector interface. After a brief presentation, I will also be conducting a live metal detector answer and question section. So let's first take a look at why Eriez metal detector's interface sets the gold standard in performance. First, Eriez Xtreme metal detector's HMI is unique in the industry. Why is it unique? It's a full color icon-driven touchscreen that includes a real-time polograph that is designed after today's smartphones. Additionally, the real-time polograph will also display the product and other extraneous signals that provides its users with immediate feedback on the detector's performance. This feature will eliminate guesswork for setup and costly operator errors, reducing the learning curve that provides for superior troubleshooting. Eriez system also features an auto setup. This will allow you to see your products in real time, and the detector automatically learns the environment and product with just a touch of a button. This minimizes operator interaction and optimally sets the metal detector for the product and the environment, making the unit more reliable. Another powerful feature of our system is a verification check. This ensures the metal detector is challenged with the correct test pieces at pre-described times for compliance with safety standards. It will also discipline operators to test the metal detector at pre-described times, ensuring that the signal of the detector is initiated if the unit has not been tested. Our system also includes continuous diagnostics. This continually monitors critical parameters of the metal detector, and if anything is wrong with the metal detector, it will alert operations through a visual and audible alarm. Your system also provides for a 4-letter password that is configurable and personalized. Therefore, all critical settings will be protected using a 4-digit password number. This will eliminate unauthorized changes, providing stability and repeatability. It also ensures a very high level of personal accountability because each individual password is designated to each individual personnel. Your system also includes an external Ethernet port. This will enable your unit to be easily connected to your network. Additionally, with Eriez SmartLink software, it will enable you to access the detector for changes and for downloading of reports. Eriez system also enables users to see environmental factors on the polograph, such as static electricity, excessive vibration, or electrical noise. These create signals in the metal detector and in sufficient measure may cause the metal detector to trip. Eriez Xtreme metal detector's full color polograph will provide its user to immediately see these and identify these as problems. In the 3 images below, the metal detector HMI pinpoints 3 distinct environmental issues, which enables, again, operations to instantly identify the issue. In the first image, an electrical noise signal is shown and displayed as a squiggly line. The rectangular boundary that's shown in green has been protruded, so this would be a trip. In the second image, you can also see how vibration, which has an uneven horizontal line, also shows it breaking the boundary and creating a detection. Further, the last image shows static, and it's displayed as a unipolar or positive signal. Therefore, not only is Eriez metal detector suited very well for an intuitive operation, it also provides users a diagnostic tool for other extraneous signals that cause a trip. So before we get into the live demonstration, let's summarize. First, Eriez user interface provides instantaneous feedback, ensuring proper setup and operation. It also immediately identifies environmental issue and displays it on the polar graph and signals an alarm if there is an actual issue with the detector. The HMI is also intuitive. It's icon driven and patterned after today's smartphone. The HMI also alerts operations if there's issues with the unit and warns operations when it's time to test and verify the metal detector. I'm now just going to take a moment and I am going to ask if there are any questions out there. And as I said, I'll be bringing up a live metal detector here. And what you're witnessing or seeing right here is an actual metal detector that is out in our central test lab. And what we're going to be doing now is opening up for questions and seeing what we can do to answer those for you using this polar graph HMI display. So with that, let me open it up for questions. Okay, so I see one question that's come up from one of our viewers is, can you explain how the unit automatic setup works? So right now I have a lab technician that's situated outside into our test lab. And what I'm going to do here, what you're seeing here again is the actual metal detector HMI. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the setup screen. And then what we're going to do is going to go to product settings. And then what we're going to do is go to the auto setup feature. And then what I'm going to ask is I'm going to ask that our technician that's positioned out in the central test lab readies a product. So I'll press start as I've done. And now I'll ask that the product be sent through the metal detector. You can see the red line going through. The red line is actually the product that's going through the metal detector. So then what I would do here is I'll collect the accept, and it's setting up. And what you'll notice is our boundary, which is rectangular, has contained the product. And this is a good setup, so we'll click the check button. And now what we'll do just to verify that the metal detector is set up correctly is we'll pass the product alone. So I'll have my technician pass the product through there. And the idea here is just to contain the product within the boundary. And there you have it. The next step would be to take each individual piece of metal, let's start with ferrous, and pass it into the metal detector to make sure that you get a detection. We'll know it's a detection because you'll see a detect light and you'll also see it protrude outside of the boundary. So we'll go ahead and pass the product. We'll start out with a ferrous piece of metal here. Okay, there it is. That was tested. Okay, and let's go with non-ferrous. Get the detect, and this detect light also coincides with a light dome that's positioned on top of the metal detector. And let's just do a stainless. All right, perfect. Okay, so that's a demonstration of how that works. All right, let's open it up for some more questions here. Okay, somebody would also like to know a little bit more about our verification screen. So let's have a look at that. Let's first define what verification is. That's the ability to challenge the metal detector with the pre-described sensitivities and spheres at the time. So simply, we would click on the quality control. And right now, the verification details for this particular metal detector is for a 1, 1, 2, and 1, 5. So what we're going to do here, we're going to verify now, and you can set this up at whatever times that you would like with a specific size. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to test the ferrous metal. So I'll have our technician take the ferrous metal and pass it through the metal detector. And once that's done, okay, you'll see the metals in there, broke the boundary. I'll hit that. And so the metal detector is learning. Okay, we'll click the pass. Now we'll go through the same procedure here with the non-ferrous. Most food companies require a ferrous, non-ferrous, and stainless steel. Okay, we'll ask our technician. There she goes. It's passing it through, and we'll see the signal. So there's the non-ferrous. And then finally, we'll do the stainless steel as well. And just give me one moment, Andrea. You can now pass it through. Okay, we got the red detect light on there. And there you have it. We've tested and challenged the metal detector with the ferrous, non-ferrous, and stainless steel. We have satisfied the metal detector's requirement. We would click verification complete. And then this also writes to an event log where it says verification has been complete. In fact, all of the metal detector activities are logged to this, and this is also downloadable. You can export it, you can clear it, but this is a crucial element in the compliance for your HACCP plans and the like. How about other questions? Okay. All right. Somebody is asking about the quality control screen. Okay, the quality control screen does many different functions. It tracks all events, of course, and it also does other things as well. It gives you this ability, as I said, to export. And with our SmartLink software, for example, I can take the events log, I can click on this, and then I can request from the metal detector, and we're not connected to this. We'll get all of the information and it'll load to a CSV file. And then this will give you the ability to dump it. In addition, with our SmartLink software, if you can envision, this metal detector would be in your production line somewhere, and you could access it as well. I hope I did a good enough job on explaining that. Okay, if there's no other questions here, I'd like to say thank you on behalf of Eriez for taking a few moments with us. We can be reached at www.eriez.com. I can be reached at rspurgeon@eriez.com. Again, on behalf of everybody from Eriez Manufacturing and our worldwide affiliates, we wish to thank you for your time today. Have a good day.